Hello guys, welcome to this new section in GeoScreen, and thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting and sharing my stuff. And if you haven't, please remember to subscribe, right? And yeah, today I want us to look on something different in ArcGis, and that is Raster Mosaicking, right? Raster Mosaicking, this means we are going to be combining two different rasters into one raster, right? As we can see here, we have a given raster containing some data values, right? 49, 64, 78, 222, right? And we have polygon, right? Defining a given extent here. So what we need to do is to create a raster which is defined by the given polygon here, right? So to create a raster from this polygon, I will have to ensure that I'm using a zero value, right? So if I use the FID, I'll have a raster with zero values, the one which I'll have to mosaic with the raster containing some data value. So to create a raster, I will do conversion tools there to a raster that is from a polygon, right? So I have my full extent polygon, yes, the FID zero value, and then I can set the cell size as 10, right? And then I click OK, and yeah, we have a raster from the polygon that is containing zeros, right? So what we need to do is to add the two rasters to have a one raster like the one we have here, but here it's just the discrete rasters which have been overlaid. But after mosaicing, we'll have a raster, a one raster containing all this data, the data values and the zero, right? Defined by the full extent polygon, or is the full extent raster of zeros. So to do the mosaicing, we will have to get to the data management tools, right? And then we get to raster, right? Then we mosaic to a new raster. Yes, input rasters, we'll have to add the full extent plus the value of the raster, right? So it's the full extent, the zero raster values and the data values raster, and then we specify an output location. This should be a folder that you've created somewhere, right? And as you can see here, I have it in my desktop, right? Raster analysis, I have a mosaic, it's a blank folder. So I click on mosaic, and then we specify the dataset name with its extension. Extension will be a TIFF, so I will call it mosaic, right? Mosaic dot TIF. So that's the name of our raster, and then spatial reference, we can check on that, although it's already geo-referred from the initial rasters. So we have UTM zone 36, the pixel type is 8, cell value I have it as 10, and then the number of bars I have 1, right? So the other thing, you ensure the Mosaic Operator. The last is the raster containing some data values, as you can see here, and then the first is the Mosaic color. The first, this one, you make sure that you check here for the Mosaic Operator. Make sure that you select the raster containing the data values. If it is the first in the list, you check it as first. If it's the last, you check it as last, right? So the other thing, to ensure that we have a raster which is only defined by the full extent, we go to the environments and check on the processing extent, right? Here we can have this one because it's matching the full extent, and then the raster analysis, right? We mask our analysis to the full extent, right, the full extent polygon. And then we click OK, and then OK, right? So what we have now, it's one raster which is obtained from the two different rasters, right? The raster contained in the 0 values and the raster containing some values has given us a one raster, which is now play around with the visualizations here, right? So this is what we are having: mosaiced raster, right, from the valued raster and the 0 raster values, right? And here we have different values, as we can see from our raster, right? We have the dark as zeros, pixel value 0. We have some pale green here as pixel 64. We have the dark green as pixel 78. We have this one as pixel 49, and then the last we need to have the 222, and the 222 is this there. We have another one, 222, right? 222, the dark green, right? So that is our mosaic raster from the two rasters. So the process is just as it is. We go to data management, raster and data set, and then mosaic to a new raster, and then you obtain a common raster from two different rasters by mosaic, right? In the next video, you are going to look at how to set the 0 values into a null, as in how, in other words, how we can be able to reverse this process to get back our data valued raster from the zeros, right? We'll go with the zeros and we'll be left with only the data valued raster, right? Please remember to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the forthcoming tutorials. Thank you.